Hello, everybody on YouTube. It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate and Memphis Accelerate Alter, welcoming you to the year-end Q&A session. As you can see, it's a little different today. It's probably not gonna be as good as quality as usually I like to do it. Computer issues and all that. Lappy, rip, and F's in the chat comment. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, old Lappy has finally kicked the bucket as of recording this video, so we can't record off of that right now. And that means I don't have my video editor. Gonna get a new one. It's been about time to upgrade that anyway. That's true, but it's still sad. Indeed. So we're recording it here and uploading it as is, and hopefully it's at least legible. That would be a plus. That would. So we got some questions sent in by the fans today, and we're gonna just go over it and see what it is. We got some nice, pretty easy questions for the most part, and it should be fun. It should be fun. All right, yeah. So let's go ahead and get this shit started. We're starting off with this question by Scott Bailey, who asked, "Would you be in favor of card shops holding YGO simulator tournaments or developmental format tournaments to get new players interested in the actual card game itself?" That does sound neat. Like you have like a dual terminal sort of thing. You got like a thing set up in the store. Pretty much, yeah, yeah. And then you just have people come in and test out the new cards like a few weeks or months before they actually come out. Yeah, that does sound like a cool idea. Hey, only problem really being is that getting Yu-Gi-Oh players to get off their arses. That's the thing. And yeah, that's the thing. Is if it's on the computer, people on EDO Pro can test out new cards like a few days after they come out. Yeah, that is the thing. That's kind of one of the reasons Konami cracks down on games like EDO Pro for the most part. Yeah, so it's a really cool idea. I love the idea of this big old booth you can test out all the new cards on, like in the store, and then you can mingle with people. That would be really cool. It's just like the temperament of players nowadays is just not good for it. It would be a nice way to get people back into the shops, though. It would. It would. Next up, we have Mr. Claranus, who asked, "How do you manage to live with so many versions of yourself in the same house without going crazy?" Mostly it's because Crazy Memphis kind of absorbs a lot of the insanity into himself, which is very helpful, by the way. It does keep him from attacking the neighbors. That it does. It has prevented the apocalypse a few times. And it does help that there are fewer Memphises in the house than in your world, Alter. Oh yeah, there's so many more Memphises where I come from. It is actually a chore to keep things under control. And again, Crazy helps with that too in a much more uh, insanity kind of way, but let's not get into that. No, let's not get into that. We want to keep this PG. But yes, it's not as hard as you'd think. Crazy keeps to himself in the basement. Evil Memphis is on the couch most of the time, and Alter takes care. He's not too bad. No, I'm the good one. You're the bad one. Right. Okay. What do we got next? Next we have Mr. Exile, who asks, "Would you like to extend your content to other mediums besides primarily Yu-Gi-Oh? You're comfortable there." Yes, I would love that so much. All the time I want to do things other than just Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, the Yu-Gi-Oh, the Pokemon. I got the Elden Ring thing going on. You are, but now you gotta beat up Renala. I will beat Renala, okay? I'm gonna beat her. Yeah, sure you are. Yeah, I've always wanted to. It's always hard on YouTube, going to a new game though. It's hard because people get used to what you do. They expect that from you, and it's good to branch whenever you is possible. And I hope to in the future. I mean, I don't want to point out now, but Exile did give me all those games on the Steam. How many games did he give you? It's too many, so many. I got games for days. Games for days. So definitely gonna be doing some like D&D stuff in the new year, like Pathfinder and stuff. So that's gonna be cool. That ought to be a little bit of extra spice will be good. It will be. I really looking forward to that. So yes, absolutely love the idea of branching out a bit here and there. Still gonna be primarily Yu-Gi-Oh for sure because that's like the mainstay of the channel, right? But the branching out is always welcome. Next up, we have Levi, who asked a question for George, who sadly can't come to the phone right at the moment. Who's the good boy? George is the best boy. He is a sweet little doggy. He is a sweet boy. He is so good. He does beg a lot, though. He is a begging dog. I ate half of my sandwich. He ate half of my sandwich, too. How much food is that dog getting? Too much food. Too much. Too much. Alright, so next up we have Eric Buriz, who asked a favorite cuisine and what would it consist of? I'm a pretty basic dude. I like pasta. You know, Italian stuff and the things like that. I'm very much of a chicken Alfredo sort of dude. Yeah, I can see that. I'm more of a steak guy myself. I like them. It's like a nice juicy steak is good. A good steak every once in a while is not bad. Yeah, I can see that. I like me some chicken Alfredo. Like, big old chunks of broccoli mixed in there to kind of, like, add to the flavor. The big old mix, like a big bowl of that. I like that a lot. As a side, I'll usually get, like, a salad or something. Gotta keep it at least somewhat healthy. Same, you know, I mean, I don't want, like, a crazy salad or nothing, not some vinaigrette explosion, but, you know, greens, a little bit of shredded cheese, maybe a little bit of light dressing on it, some croutons. That sounds good on the side. Yeah, it does. I'm not really much into appetizers. Like, every once in a while an appetizer, but for the most part, appetizers just fill me up too quick. For, like, before the meal, you know? So, I'm not really an appetizer guy, but, you know, every once in a while I'll see what the menu holds, and I'll just pick something at random. Let's see, what do we have going on next? Levi asks again, if you could be told whether you would die, when or how you would die, which would you like to know? Wow, that's a serious one. I don't know what to say about that one. Honestly, those are, like, both things you would never want to know. You think about it. Because if you know when you're gonna die, you got, like, this timer on your life. And you just spend every waking moment in dread of that timer going off in your head. You know, you just see, oh, I have X number of hours left. I gotta get going, get going, get on. You get in this rush to do things, and you miss out on certain things in life. And if you know how you're, like, say you know you're gonna, like, I don't know, fall off a roof. You're just gonna live on the, like, floor the rest of your life. You're never gonna climb that building. It's just no good. So, if I had to pick, I would say how, I guess. But honestly, it takes a lot out of the joy of life. You know, the main drive in life is you don't know when or how you're going to go. So it just makes it so you spend every waking moment enjoying life, you know? That was beautiful, Alter. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Anyway, so next question we have is from Spicy Boy, who asks, first off, exposition explosion. Exposition explosion! Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, that's Pokemon. Yeah, I know, but why? It's from my Nuzlocke, man. We got to do another Nuzlocke in the new year. You and me. We're gonna do one. There's gonna be lots of explosions. All right, what frickin', why not? Anyway, the actual question: a Shark Suit Memphis versus Squid Cult Leader Memphis. When? Oh. Do we break the movie magic for this one, Alter? I think we might have to with this one. Okay, so when I saw this question, I remembered we were talking about this before, Spicy. So me and Alter did do the stunt. We did this video. We did this whole thing on the computer, and it was beautiful. It was some of my finest work to date. And we had most of it edited and done. And then the computer conked out. And hopefully when it gets recovered, we'll be able to recover that footage. But we'll have to find out and see. Because it was going to be coming out New Year's Eve. And I don't know. What do you think, Alter? I think if we get it back on Sunday, maybe it could be out on Monday. We'll see how it goes. Because there's still a little bit of editing left. Not a lot, but like a decent hour or two's worth of editing to do still, plus thumbnail, plus everything else. It sucks when your computer explodes, people. Get your backups. Oh yeah, we're gonna have lots of backups after we get the new computer and all the old data on it. Oh goodness. Yes. And also, hope you enjoy New Year's and Christmas. Here's going to be another great year on the channel. Yes, it would be lovely if we get all our data back and we can do it all right. Do it all right. That is the key. And the final question today is from the god of cheese himself, who asks, what substance was the Moki Moki guy from GX on? Well, this is actually a more nuanced question if you think about it, because, you know, was Belowski's, like, substance abuse, or whatever you want to call it, is that the reason he could see spirits? No. Meaning, it was, you know, it wasn't something I was on since he was a child, meaning it was something he got when he got to, like, Duel Academy. Remember? He wasn't like this as a baby, as far as we can tell. No, which means this is something that he could get into a school. And therefore, it's not something super hard. Which means that there's only one thing it could be. That's right. The grass. That's right, the grass of Duel Academy. Don't smoke it, children. You think you want... We're not even talking about, like, quote-unquote wheat, or grass. We're talking about... We're not talking about weed, we're talking about grass. The kind you go out and touch. You go to Duel Academy, don't smoke their grass. I mean, you look at Duel Academy. They got ancient Egyptian, like, trans-dimensional gravekeeper dimensions. They've got sacred beastie cards everywhere. They got, like, shadow realm portals. The grass on that place has got some weird stuff in it. So don't smoke it. Now, don't smoke the grass on Duel Academy Island, children. It will turn you into the Belowski. Trust me, don't do it. Yes. Unless you really, really mean it, don't do it. Alright. Well, Alter, that's the questions. It was really just a few questions, and this was, it was a nice little way to end the year. Yeah, shame we couldn't do it on the old Slappy. Yeah, rest in peace, Slappy. Thank you for all your hard work over the years, providing us entertainment and helping us to make all those videos. We will miss you, Lappy. We will miss Lappy. But now we have Compy. And here's to Compy and the first video we ever make on Compy. And, you know, many, many years of Compy's good service. Even though we are going to be getting a lot of backups for this Compy just in case. Oh, absolutely. We're not making this mistake again. We learn from the mistakes here. And so, yeah, we're going to be learning mistakes and having a good year. So, everybody at home, thank you very much for joining us for the Q&A session. I hope everybody enjoyed the questions and the answers given. Alter, would you like to say anything to the people at home? Oh, well, of course, I'd like to say a very happy holidays to all. Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys in the new year with more of our craziness. Indeed. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Your boys, Memphis, signing out. Take care, everybody.